Hi everyone, welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. How you guys doing today? Happy Friday. I'm glad that it's Friday. It's been a long week, guys. And just looking forward to resting, taking care of myself, and just self-care, doing things that make me happy. And that's what you guys should be doing on a daily basis. Take time out to do things to take care of your mental and physical health. Some people may be tired of hearing that, but I promise you it works. As you continue to do so, you're going to see the results. When you don't give up on yourself and you stay focused, you will see that these things work. What helps me a lot is music. I love jazz, and I'm a diversity girl, so I love a lot of diverse music, diversity in general. And, I love talking to people who are uplifting and, people who love to laugh and just embrace life to the fullest. Now it's not the time to be bitter. Excuse me. Guys, there's a lot, if we look in this world today, that make us want to be better. Bitter, bitter. But don't give in to that, because if you give in to that bitterness, then you can't grow, heal, and evolve. You can't embrace your life to the fullest. And the person who created the pain within you, they get to win. Because guess what, guys? They get to go over here and live their life and do this to somebody else, etc., so forth. Never allow the pain to break you. Believe me, I know what it feels like. I've gone through it. And it felt like, I was already broken. But do the work to heal. And it will help you. Because when you heal from people, toxic individuals, and circumstances that was meant to break you, when you heal and embrace your life, you take back your power, guys. Whether you realize that or not. Let me get comfortable here. You take your power back. And you learn to turn that pain into power, and then you can move forward. That's the way you win. So guys, remember, I'm not a therapist, social worker, or counselor. I'm just someone who's going through a lot of hell, trials, and tribulations. And I talk to you guys how I took my power back and became an overcomer instead of succumbing to these trials and tribulations. So the title today is Know Your Worth. It's not going to be a really long video, but I'm here earlier because I have some things to do, and I wanted to keep encouraging you because there are people watching who needs to be uplifted. And I understand, guys. No shame here. We're here to uplift and not to tear down. When you start to heal, as you know your worth, you also start building up your self-esteem. And this is a good one, guys, because I took so much verbal abuse, some physical abuse, and it just brought my self-esteem down to a zero. And it took a long time to build it back up, but baby steps I took. I asked God to help me, especially on those difficult days where I was in a depression and didn't feel like doing anything. Just getting up in the morning was difficult for me. That's how bad it was, guys. So I understand if anyone has been there or in that situation, ask God to help you. Because let me tell you how what God has done for me. As I took steps, even though if I took a half a step, a baby step, God was behind the scenes taking 2, 3, 4 steps on my behalf. So I continue to move forward, because if God thinks I'm worth it, I need to think I'm worth it, right, guys? So if God thinks we're worth it and He's working on our behalf, can continue to move forward. And you'll get there with the self-esteem issue. It took time for me, and it may take you time. It depends on what you're going through, but never give up. Persevere through the pain. Acknowledge it. Look at it. Find the root cause for it so that you can heal it and move on and enjoy your life. Once your self-esteem starts to rise, you begin to know your worth. You begin to learn your worth. And you see that you're worth it. And other people who try to tell you otherwise, you realize it's just noise, toxic noise to be tuned out. You start to look at your life from a creative perspective. I know I have, finding creative ways to heal. Like I said, music, playing a piano, going to that favorite restaurant, the beach. Do things that's uplifting. If you have a pet, spend time with him or her. Do things, laughter, comedy shows, things that is going to build you up and not tear you down. And take in as little toxicity as possible. I know we all have the toxicity, not have it, but we see it around us, and it seems to be growing bigger, like the elephant in the room that no one's acknowledging. Take in a little bit of it because it's important for us to know what's going on. However, don't stay in it. Don't wash yourself in a toxicity because it will affect your mental and physical health. Live your life to the fullest, and don't let anybody or anything tell you otherwise. It's important to keep going. And as you do that, your time becomes valuable. Therefore, you do not waste it on toxic individuals or folks who want to waste your time with negativity. Your focus changes. You start to focus on life and what it means to you and your physical and mental health. You make that a priority. As you make that a priority, you start to understand how important you are. Because, when you go through a lot of abuse, whether it's verbal or physical, it brings your self-esteem down to a zero. And, excuse me guys, allergies again. One of the things that helps bring up your self-esteem is self-care. Because self-care turns into self-love. And then self-love make you see and understand that you're just as worth it as the next individual. And once you set boundaries, then you don't have these toxic individuals in your face all the time telling you A, B, C, and D. Set some strong boundaries. In my case, when they kept trying to overstep the boundaries, because a narcissistic individual will try to do that, what I would do is reiterate those boundaries. And when they kept trying to overstep them, blah, blah, etc., so forth, I cut off, block, and delete. Because I see that they're trying to bring the toxicity to my table. Never let people tell you what you deserve. Know your worth. So when you know your worth and you self-love, it doesn't matter about the toxic noise around you. Limit it so that it doesn't affect your mental and physical health. Keep going, guys. And make a list, of the things that you want to do for self-care. Because we should be self-caring on a daily basis, even like 2 hours, an hour a day. You can start off with an hour. Make a list of what you want to do for yourself during that hour. Things that's going to make you happy, put a smile on your face, uplift your spirit. That's the way you take care of your mental and physical health. Because that other stuff, that toxicity and this and that and drama at your front door, all those things will keep you in stress, anxiety, and all those things will affect your physical and mental health. So you want to take care of yourself. So one way is to set those strong boundaries so you can stay focused on your healing, and close doors if necessary. And as you do that and ask God to help you, open up new doors. He will help you open up new doors with better situations and circumstances and people who are going to love you and motivate you and encourage you to continue to move forward. Remember, guys, as I always say, life, and these trials and tribulations and things that occur, people, circumstances, and situations will come into our life for a reason, a season, a lifetime, or a lesson. Learn the lessons quickly so that you can close doors when necessary, so that you can stay focused on your mental and physical health, open up new doors. Behind those new doors are blessings, and enjoy your life, embrace it to the fullest. Instead of never allow anyone to put you in a place of bitterness, because it will keep you stagnated and stuck in the pain and negativity. So the best way that I do this is I've learned to turn my pain into power into purpose, purpose into paying it forward to help others as well as helping myself to move forward so that we don't stay stuck and stagnated. And the key factor is to acquire inner peace instead of being broken down into pieces. That's the message for today, guys. Share this message with others. Subscribe to the channel. Invite others here. And enjoy your weekend. Let me know in the comment categories what you're doing for self-care and how it's helping you. I would appreciate that, hearing about those things, guys. Thank you again. This is Lisa, shedding love and light. Have a good Friday and have a good weekend. And I'll see you sometime on Monday. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and invite others to do the same so that you can join me when I'm here. Guys, have a great one. Bye for now.